everyone, it's Nanapandaz here, and today we're going to talk about cognitive impairment, and specifically cognitive impairment with schizophrenia. So people with schizophrenia definitely have issues with memory, short and long term. I will do a video later on short and long term, and what that, like, short and long term memory and what that means specifically, but that is a video for another day. Hold on. Okay, I want to do that. Ooh, prehistoric rib. That's new. Okay, cool. So you may not think it's a big deal. Like, so you can't remember things, or you have trouble with things like executive dysfunction, or remembering to pick up the mail, or remembering a grocery list. And you may think that, oh, it's just something that affects very minimal amounts of your day-to-day life, but it can actually prevent you from holding a job, or maintaining friendships, and it's actually really debilitating. Well, it's not always the case, but it definitely can be. And there is no cure for it. There are some things you can do to help yourself, like keeping a journal, or an agenda, or writing down basically anything that's really necessary. I wonder when the library opens. 8 a.m.? Okay, I was waiting around for no reason. Oh, okay. Cutscene. So memory impairment is actually a central feature of schizophrenia. It's not exactly a criteria that you need to have in order to be diagnosed, but it's definitely it's definitely something that we all, most of us experience. I would say a vast majority. I don't actually know the statistics for it, but from what I've read, it's definitely something that is prevalent among people with schizophrenia. So, there's also the issue of executive dysfunction. Now, I don't exactly have the definition of executive dysfunction in front of me. It basically has to do with memory, and like, oh, if only I had written down exactly what executive dysfunction was, I could read it off and tell you guys. But I will definitely be doing a video on executive dysfunction sometime in the future, so you have that to look forward to, I suppose. If anyone's watching this, that is. Because, I mean, I've only been doing this for like a week, so I don't really have any views yet. But, I'm sure I can get my friends and family to watch. So shout out to you guys if you're watching this. You rock. You're the best. I love you guys. Okay. Anyway, so another thing about cognitive impairment in schizophrenia is that it's relatively stable across time. And it also differs between each person. So one person may have a lot of issues with it, a lot of severe side effects from it, you know, like forgetting things, like constantly forgetting things, or not being able to keep a list in their head or something like that. I don't know. I'm definitely not a psychologist, and I did not do a lot of studying on cognitive impairment before I made this video. Like, I did research. I wrote an essay, and by the way, you can find that essay on Tumblr.com. And in my previous videos, I did mention that I had a Tumblr, and I had a Tumblr for about 2 days. No, sorry, Twitter. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I had a Twitter for 2 days, and I had posted one of my essays, and I had taken a screenshot of the Word document, and I posted that on Twitter, and I got temporarily banned for that. So I'm not gonna do Twitter anymore. I'm gonna do Tumblr, and I have gotten two likes on my personal essay on, oh gosh, what was it? What did I make an essay on? I can't remember exactly. See, and this is another example of memory impairment. I can't remember the essay I wrote and posted on Tumblr. So that's kind of ironic. Not ironic, it's funny. Oh man, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for using the term ironic differently than what it's meant to be, but you know what, I've got schizophrenia, so I'm allowed to use words incorrectly, so there you go. That's how I defend myself in this situation. So far, like I said, there is no treatment for cognitive impairment, and I want to pedal back a little bit and mention that, how do I unlock this anyway? I'll have to look it up. So people with, oh, it's closed on Wednesdays, god damn it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Is this open? It is open! Alright, I don't have enough money for food. Okay, no food for me. So people with ADHD and brain damage can certainly have issues with executive dysfunction. It's definitely not uncommon for that. So there's that. There's also antipsychotics that kind of work. The research on it is a little bit shaky, at least from what I read. They can definitely help with positive and negative symptoms. Especially one that starts with an L, but I can't remember its name. Like, it sounds like lorazepam, but it's not lorazepam. If only I had written down what it was called. I didn't know that I was gonna talk about it, so I didn't write it down. So there's that. Maybe in the next video I'll actually mention what it's called, because my psychiatrist recommended it, and she said that it definitely helps with negative symptoms, which is actually quite rare for an antipsychotic, because they usually just help with positives, and you're out of luck with negative symptoms. I think it's relatively new, but apparently it doesn't have many side effects, so there's that. I don't know. Yeah. And I'm actually out of notes, so I guess I'll just ramble on for the rest of the video. Unless I end it here. I could end it here. I've got to make it back to my bed, though. I don't know why I feel the need to sleep to end the end of the video. Maybe it just ties it together nicely, I think. Yeah. So, basically, to reiterate, I have... Actually, you know what? I didn't talk about this, so I'm going to talk about it. I have a tremendous amount of issues with short and long-term memory. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. I will forget what someone has said in a TV show or whatever, and I could not for the life of you go back and remember exactly what they said 5 seconds later. And it's like kind of embarrassing, and I can't believe I'm admitting it on a YouTube video. But I don't want anyone else to feel alone that to feel alone in the fact that they can't remember very simple things like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna end it there, even though it's only 3:30 p.m. But I mean, it's my video. I get to do what I want, I guess. So I will see everyone in the next video. All right, bye-bye.